we've got an update, and it's good news. Welcome back, everybody. Now, this is going to be a short video, I promise, but I just wanted to update you on the channel hacking drama that we had last week. So, again, just quickly, if you don't know, check out the last video, I'll leave a link below. At the end of January, my accounts were hacked, and I lost access to my Twitter account and Discord. They were the two accounts that were hacked. Got the Discord back pretty quickly, but the Twitter is the one that was causing me the most problems. So let me just tell you where we're at with that. Amazingly, I went to bed really late 2 nights ago. I was just nodding off, and I just thought, I'll just check my email. I don't know why, in bed, stupid idea. And I had an email from Twitter. And basically, they've reset the email address on my Twitter account, which allows me to go back in and regain access to it. So yes, I did that. I ran downstairs at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I have got my Twitter account back. My IndieGamiacs Twitter account is back. Amazing. So that's all done. So that's all okay now. I've put the 2-factor authenticator on the phone, so that shouldn't ever happen again. Now, this does leave me with a little bit of a dilemma. And I'm hoping you can help me with this. So during this time, I thought the Twitter account was lost because it wasn't looking good. I was just getting automatic bot replies from Twitter just saying, sorry, can't help you. Yeah, unlucky, which is very frustrating. So during that time, I started to transition the brand over to Videogamiacs from IndieGamiacs. And I became quite attached to the idea. So I would like your help. I'm going to leave up, there's a poll in the community tab here. I'll leave a link to it below. But there's a poll I'm going to put up here, as you can see, that just says, which name do you prefer, IndieGamiacs or Videogamiacs? Now, again, I'm not going to do a long video on this, but I just wanted to let you know. So the idea of IndieGamiacs was, again, I put indie in the name because I thought it made it obvious to people. When you see the name of the channel, you know you're going to get indie content. That's what the idea was, straight away. And it's become a blessing and a curse, because even though that is true, it does state what the channel is, it's also become a problem because quite a few developers don't like the term indie. And I didn't know this when I started the channel 4 years ago. And it has also caused me some problems with streaming a few games that aren't quite indie, like Baldur's Gate 3. For example, as much as I can convince myself that it is indie, and I could argue this with you, it is an indie game, but in spirit it's not. Do you know what I mean? You can have, but it really isn't an indie game, but they are an independent studio, but they've got a huge budget and market. So it's one of those games that's on the fence. So do I stream that on IndieGamiacs channel? Yes, I probably could. And again, it's one of these things, no one's really actually going to care. I'm making a big deal of it just in my head, but it does niggle at me. So it has limited me for doing stuff like, like AAA games I do want to play, and doing some streaming. I do some, I don't just play indie games, believe it or not. I do love Rocket League and City of Heroes and Warcraft, and I do like those games. I just don't get a chance to play them on this channel because it's an indie game channel. Now, that won't be changing. This will forever be an indie game channel because that's the games I love to play generally. 90% of the games I play are indie games. That's why the transition, I was thinking, to Videogamiacs may just open the door a bit more on some content. I mean, as you can see, like I've got a lot of retro stuff as well, and it's not. Is it indie game? No, of course it isn't. I've got Nintendo, I've got Sega, I've got all sorts of stuff here that I'd like to do some gameplay and some talk about some stuff. But again, because it's indie, it has limited to me. I didn't want to put it on there because it doesn't quite fit. Now, that does mean my audience has been very tight knit. It's mainly you guys, game developers, most of you, which is awesome. But I'm thinking now, if I have the Videogamiacs name, I can branch out a little bit more on the content, and it might bring some new viewers in to see your cool indie games. If I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, it might stir up some interest in another sort of RPG story-based game that I'm covering on the channel that's an indie game that someone else might not have seen. So that's where I'm going. But I am attached to the Indie GameX name. I do, it's what I started with. So I have left the poll. Please go and vote which name you prefer. We'll see how that goes. So that's what I'm fighting with at the minute, whether to continue with the rebrand or not. So I'd appreciate your help. This tea is really hot, by the way. Ow, that's why it's got a handle. Who knew? Who knew handles were useful? So that's where we're at, like I said. So I've got all my accounts back now. The hack, as it were, is all fixed and over. Thank you for your support and all the help, all the retweets on Twitter. It's been a huge help, so I really appreciate your help. It's got it noticed and got it fixed, so thank you to everybody who helped out with that. After this, I'd actually quite like to get back to playing some games, because it's wonderful sitting here chatting to you, but I do actually like playing games, so the next video will be some game related one. You can actually see me playing something or talking about something game related rather than just this admin nonsense that we don't want to spend too much time on. And also, what I did find funny, I had more comments on the fact that I'm sitting on a sofa and you like this sitting on a sofa stuff than I did actually talking about the hack, which is refreshing. I love it. So yeah, I'm just going to leave the camera here now and just do some more videos like this. Obviously, I can't avoid going to my PC and using the PC to do gameplay footage, but I'm going to start moving it around the room. You'll see some more funky shots of me sitting in other places in the room. And I will also do a room tour, because I've never actually shown this room off since I moved back down here into this room. I haven't actually done a little tour, so just for the hell of it, I'll do a little room tour. I'll get the GoPro out with the wide angle lens, and we'll do a little tour, and I'll show you some cool stuff, because it is a cool room. Yeah. So I'll show you around. So keep an eye out for that as well. That's all I've got to say today. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to get on with some gameplay footage, and hopefully there'll be another video out in a few days with some actual games to check out. So thank you for your support. Please go and vote. I'll see you again soon. Ciao.